Morning, guys. Oh, all right. We don't have any major news today. Didn't have anything this morning. So we know how that goes on Mondays with no news. It might be a little bit of a drag, but we're going to see. Curious to see if we're going to get a breakdown to try to retrace on this most recent leg on the 1 and 5 minute down to maybe the 305 area. Down to the low of this candle right here, possibly, to give us some liquidity from this change of character. Just waiting to see how this is going to play out. It does look like Price is making an effort to try to go for new highs here. But we are kind of stalling out up here, which is why I'm curious to see if we're going to break down for that 305 area down here. Fill all these inefficiencies, including this one on the 5 minute, and then grab liquidity below that 1 minute, this 1 minute candle right here. So, just waiting here. Price is kind of just stalling out here, not really doing much of anything. Like I said, without any high influence news, there's a chance that we just kind of grind along today without making any monstrous movements. So we're going to see here, though. It does look like it's slowly grinding its way higher here. Personally, I'd like to see it break down and make an attempt for that 305 area beneath us to get liquidity and to respect the retracement on this change of character on the 1 minute that we had, which would also align with us going to get liquidity on this 5 minute break of structure we just made as well. Oh, wow. The hell? They're trying to pump that shit again. All right, let's see if we can drop. Just as a reminder, you guys, I am going to have to cut the session a little early today. I was asked to be a guest on the Trader Bacon show this morning by Benzinga, and I think I have to get on with him around 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, in order to just make sure we have everything situated before we start. So I am going to hang around till probably maybe 30 minutes after market open, 45 minutes after market open, then I'm going to have to call it. Just waiting. I feel like this could break down from here. I'm just waiting to see if it can actually start to, if it can break out of this consolidation and give us some movement to the downside. It hasn't done anything yet, obviously, so we're just kind of waiting. Just waiting. I feel like if we do get a breakdown, we could be good for around the 305 area. Good 20 points from where we are right now. Oh, is this the movement? I'd like to see us reach down to that 305 area personally. We did break out of the consolidation. Let's see if we can get some continuation though to the downside, or if that was just a quick liquidity grab into that fair value gap. Ooh, spicy. See if we can reach down into that 305. It looks like we're bouncing. Come on. Here we go, guys. Just be mindful if we do reach that 305 area, we could get a strong bounce because it does look like this wants to make a run for new highs. So it's just a matter of seeing what it needs in order to do that, unless we're going to break out of this entire up move and start working our way lower. But we're going to see. I feel good about us reaching the 305 level, though. Give it a second to play out. We did get a strong bounce on that gap right there, but I feel like it has some more in it to come lower. About another 12 points, maybe. I'd like to see this give us a knife, though. There we go. And if we can actually break the 308.50 area here, there's a chance that we get a really big knife down from this point. Oh, wow, here we go. What's going on? Damn, I don't even know. We did get the knife through 308. We're retesting right now. It looks like we might be going lower from here, actually, guys. Let's see what happens right here. This might be a breakdown. Let's see. Oh, no, it's popping. We have a potential breakout here on both the 512 and the 5K volume charts to the downside. We might be getting a hard knife down from this level. Give it a second. It's retesting the line currently. We're definitely broken out on the 5,000 volume. I'd like to see if we can, and we're technically sitting below on the 512 tick, but I'm waiting for confirmation. It's testing the line right now on the 512. I want to see if we can get a breakdown and then a continuation lower. Oh, no, we're holding above. Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't it. Oh, wait. Let's see. It might be. See what this little bugger does right here. If we're grabbing liquidity up here to drop. Or if we're popping for new highs. We're currently testing the breakdown on the volume chart. We're testing the bottom of the trend line breakout. We're about to break back down on the 512. Our level to break is going to be 311.75. 311.75, 312-ish area. Oh, this is looking juicy for a breakdown, fellas. Let's see if we can get it. We did not break. Now our level to break is 312.25. 312. Yeah, 312, 312.25. See if we can get a breakdown. If we can break this 312.25, 312.50, we should get a hard drop. Let's see. Okay, we're at the 312. Now we got to break it and flush. And then our next breakout level is 305. So we are below the 312. Now we need to break 305 with some speed and velocity, and I think we're good for a nice clean sell-off here. Come on. We need to stay below the 312. Knife down to 305 and break it. Knife down to 305 and break it. Ooh, come on. Make a run for 305 and just knife it. Give it that hot blade. Ooh, we're definitely testing hard on this 312, guys. Like I said, I'd like to see us hold, push down, and clear the 305 at a little bit of speed and ferocity, and then hopefully break the lows and give us a flush down. But we are sitting here at a pivotal level because price is so close to breaking those pre-market highs, well, our opening highs from Friday. So This thing could pop to the upside. We are back above the 312. We did not hold the breakout to the downside. So that's definitely not looking good. Let's see. Oh my god, this mouse is going to drive me insane. This thing keeps double clicking. Every time I press something on the chart, it double clicks. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, looks like we're forming a bit of a pennant here. Our breakout to the upside is going to be around 18,322. And then our downside breakout is still going to be, well, now it's going to be sitting around 306, 306, 306, 306. Forming a bit of a pennant here. So our top breakout is going to be 322. As much as I'd like to see this drop, we are technically up here at highs from Friday's morning session, so I'm not sure which way this is going to break. We do have about, 21 minutes until open. Personally, I'd like to see this break down and make a run for lows. I'd like to see it reach the 305. Oh, it did reach the 305 area. Never mind. Let's see what we can get out of this. We're just chilling here. Ooh. So just for anybody who wasn't in here earlier, I am going to have to call the session a little short this morning. I'm probably going to have to log off about 30, 45 minutes after market open. But I will be back to my normal schedule for the rest of the week, where I'll be able to stay on until closer to 10 or 10:30, depending on what the market's doing. So if we pop this 2175, 2150 area, there's a good chance that we might pump for new highs. If we don't, if we break down, which we just tapped the line, it looks like we might. Nope, we broke above it. Let's see if we can get a breakout to the upside here if we're going to sell off and break down. We weaked above it. And we're still getting some resistance up here. Let's see if we can break down this time. This does have what it needs to break down. We have a break of structure gap on, by my standards, to break a structure gap on both the 1 and the 5 minute, but I know the indicator's only plotting it on the 1 minute with that blue breaker gap, break of structure gap. Let's see. Ooh, that was some buying pressure right there. We're still testing the bottom of this breakout on the volume chart. But really, I'd really love to see this breakdown from here and make an attempt for the recent lows at 303, wherever that is, 303, and then ultimately make a run lower. But we are getting the support here that that 305 level. I was kind of worried that the 305 level would have, which was the liquidity from this original pop to the upside that broke the highs, the short-term highs. We're still testing that trend line. Oh, we just got it. We just got above it. Man, I wanted to see this knife. I really wanted to see this knife down. We're definitely getting some mixed signals here, in my opinion. This is looking good for new highs, but at the same time, I feel like we have the potential to break down here. We have this almost perfect trend line being formed on the bottom side. It makes me wonder if price is going to make an attempt to break down out of this. Oh, it's not as perfect as I thought it was. It's a little sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy. Ooh. Definitely having some trouble in this area. I'd like to see us break down, but it looks like we might pop for new highs here. If we break for new highs, I think we're going to be good for that 18,350 area. That's the area of that would be putting us right above the highs from Friday's morning session, or the morning pump, I should say, on Friday. So see how we respond to this area though, because we're still getting some resistance. If we are going to sell off, I feel good about it if we could break this 18,317, 18,3 right here, this 18,3, 1750 area. If we could break down from there, I think we'd be good for a run down to 18,308 and then hopefully lower. But looks like we're catching support right here. Ooh. Just waiting here, waiting to see if this thing is going to do something. Which way it's going to pop. I feel like we're about to have a good pop one way or the other. Just not super confident which direction that will be in. Well, we've broken the top. Let's see if we can make an attempt for the 350 area now. Oh, now it's gonna go make an attempt to break down. Let's see what it does here. We got about 11 and a half minutes until market open. So just waiting here. 11 and a half minutes. We see how this is going to play out here. If it's going to try to break down after it just pushed right above those recent highs, or if it's going to pop and try to make a run for new highs right now. All right. Really hoping we don't start barcoding right here. I just want to get a break now that we're right here. And like I said, a nice run for that 350 area. We have about 10 minutes until open. Yeah, a little less than 10 minutes until open, guys. Just be aware. Alright, is this going to be the breakout? Let's see. We just tapped into the new highs again. This should justify as a breaker structure if we can hold above this level. And if so, we should see a nice push to the upside. Hopefully, like I said, for that 350 area. That's my area of interest. That would be us breaking into the new highs from Friday. We're just not getting any follow through here on this. Not yet, at least. thought we were going to get a strong breakout here. With the way price is coming after this high off of that tap of liquidity on that breaker structure at around the 305 area that we hit earlier. Man, this thing doesn't want to break now. We did get our breaker structure on the 1 minute. The candle close was above the high, so it did technically draw a breaker structure, but that's not very strong at all in my opinion. We might come back down to the 322.50 area. We have about 6.5 minutes until open. Just waiting to see if we can get some follow through here. We're definitely struggling right here to break. Which honestly has me a little bit worried. That we might break down from here. Oh, unless we can follow through right now. Well, here we go. Finally getting some follow through. The volume is picking up as well. And then, of course, let's stall out again up here. This is so stupid. We do have about 3.5 minutes until open, guys. 3.5 minutes. With no clear direction in sight here because we are not getting follow through to the upside and we're not breaking down. So this is, to me, a little bit of a coin toss here. As much as I like to see this pop and make a run for new highs, I can't completely ignore the fact that it looks like it could snap and just run to the downside here. We have a lot of untouched gap around the 18,268 or below 18,270. We have a lot of area that needs to be reached. I'd like to just see this pop to the top right now. Every time it tries, it gets pulled right back. We have about 2.5 minutes until open. We're still just stalling out right here. Waiting for a pop. That's what I'd like to see at this point, a big pop to the top and a run to that 350 area. We're so close to the liquidity, I don't know why we're not grabbing it. And then as soon as we pop, we get sold right back down. Yeah, this is looking like it might be a breakdown, guys. We are just not breaking those highs. Every time we reach up into new highs, we get rejected. Minute and a half, or about 1 minute until open here. 1 minute until open here. $40. 30 seconds. We're gonna make a run for that liquidity at 350. Every single time we break a high, we pull right back down. Just run. This is stupid. 10 seconds until open, everybody. See if we can clear that 350. Oh my, why are my charts lagging? What the hell's going on here? Yeah, my charts are lagging like crazy right now. I'm not sure what's going on. This is the second day in a row this has done this to me. What is going on here? Oh, I'm about to have to shut my entire computer down and start this whole thing over. It's showing me that we're currently trading at 313, and we're not. We're at 327. What the hell is going on with my computer right now? It is. Oh man, I don't know why this is happening. It's showing me that we're trading around the 314 area, but we're trading in the 320s right now. I cannot stand when this happens. It did this to me on Friday, and I had to completely shut everything down and start over in order to get it to look, or not look right, but to get everything synced back up. What I really don't like is I'm having to trade off of what I see on TradingView, but update on Ninja, which I do not like. All right, I don't know what just happened. Somehow, I hate this. I am absolutely hating this. I'm gonna have to shut all this down. You guys are gonna have to give me a second. Oh man, this is frustrating. All right, well, we're finally breaking down from the area that I was expecting a breakdown through. We broke that sloppy trend line that we had, and we're making an attempt lower as we speak. I'm a little bit thrown right now because all of my stuff is acting so crazy. Trying to start everything back up right now. We did break down through VWAP. Looks like we're trying to bounce right now. I'll let you know in a second, Canty. I'm getting all my stuff loaded back up right now, or at least I'm trying to. Let's see if it gets me back in. All right, let's see if my stuff's loaded correctly now. Okay. Come on. We loaded up correctly? Yeah, now my price is looking right. So yeah, it looks like that fixed it, Canty. Me having to go back in and I shut everything down and started it over. And it looks like all my stuff is correct now. Price is now in sync. Alright, let me get back to what I was looking at here. See where we could potentially be going. I'd really like to see a continuation lower. Let's see where we are. Definitely getting a ton of volume right here. I'd like to see a continuation to the downside. If we can break this level, this 306 level, we should get a flush. We just bounced right on it. All right, we're trying to break through it, trying to break through it. We're bouncing on it, bouncing on it, bouncing on it. No, we bounced. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a breakdown. There we go. Break through it and drop. Break through it and drop. Give us a flush. There we go. Give us some follow through. Like to see some follow through to the downside now. Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. Come on. Break it down. Make a run for new lows. There we go. All right, we just about hit new lows there. Oh shit, now we're getting some serious volatility. All right. All right, we just reached that area that I called out earlier, that 18,268, 270 area, which is where I said price had a good chance of running to get the retracement on this breaker structure. If we look on the 15 minute, we have this breaker structure that was untouched. Same thing on the 5 minute, untouched, change of character, and then on the 1 minute, it's going to look a little bit differently because I'm not even going back all the way over there. We can see it on the 15 and the 5. But we're definitely getting some good movement out of this. I'd really like to see us actually break it down and continue lower through this. Let's see what we have on the hourly. On the hourly, this is the breaker structure, and it looks like it's also, let me measure it. It looks like this might be the 50% retracement on this entire leg. Oh, we're just about at it. That green line is going to be our 50% retracement on this green, on the hourly. And it looks like we just missed it. Let's see if price can come back for it and make an attempt to grab it. It looks like it's going to try to get it. Ooh. You could see a strong bounce out of this area. Obviously, with it being down at the 50% retracement, I just feel like I'd like to see it sweep into the 50 before doing that, before ultimately going higher. If we break to the upside right here, we could see a strong push. We have a bit of a bear pennant forming. Oh, we broke the top side there. I'd like to see us reach down and push into that 50 area that we have below us. Price looks like it's on a mission to go higher, though, at the moment. I feel good about us reaching down and tapping that 50 level, even if it's just a quick tap and then a massive bounce. I feel really good about us reaching down into it. It looks like price is making a run for it here. Let's see if it can get to it. Ooh, ooh, no, that was not it. See if price is going to get down there. It really looks like it wants it. Let's see what happens when we touch it. Boom, there it is. Let's see what happens if we get a bounce from here. Ooh, price went after that like a missile. Like a freaking missile. See if we can get a bounce out of here. Strong bounce out of here. We did get a decent initial response, but we need some follow through to the upside. We need some follow through to the upside here. Oh, it's knifing. It's knifing. It looks like it's going to just break down. Uh-oh. We definitely dug into it. We hit the pivot point on NQ on Ninja. I'd personally like to see a bounce from here to give us an indication that this is the level that price was trying to get to. It does align with the higher time frame breaker structure areas for sure. We just filled the 15-minute and the 5-minute breaker structure gaps. I'd like to see a push to the upside from here. A nice strong push to the upside. Looks like price is trying to get a breakout to the upside here. On the, I'm looking at the tick chart and the volume chart. We're currently trying to break the trend line to the upside, but it looks like it's failing to do so. Oh, and it looks like it's going to break it right here. We could get a good, decent push to the upside here. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's testing it. It doesn't want to break. Trying to brake, but it doesn't have enough to do so. See if it's going to make another attempt right here. See if it can break it. Oh, it's testing it, testing it, testing it, testing it, testing it. It broke. Let's see if it can follow through. It just retested it. It's bouncing on the top of it. See if we can get some follow through here. Follow through, follow through. Nope. It's coming back down. It's testing it again. See if we can get a break to the upside here. Oh, it just tried. Tried to break, but it failed. Oh, see if we can get a break to the upside here for a nice bounce. Man, it keeps wicking above. See if we can get a break here. We're still above the trend line. I'm just waiting to see if we can get some follow through to the top side. It keeps coming down and testing the top of this trend line here on the 512. There it is.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, what's up?
I flattened. Wait, I don't know why it's not showing anymore. NinjaTrader just disappeared from my entire computer screen. But I flattened all of my positions and I had one still open. It was still running. And I don't know how many times I went right click in that box, hit flatten everything, and it just wouldn't flatten my position. So I just exited out of NinjaTrader completely after trying to flatten it.
Okay.
But now
So,
NinjaTrader's not even on my desktop.
I'm not sure honestly. I've never had that happen. As far as whenever I have positions that won't close like that, usually that's NinjaTrader lagging, like mine was lagging earlier. We're finally getting that break to the top side. What I do is, I don't know if you're familiar with, on Apex's website, there's actually a
Yes.
tab that says flatten accounts.
Yes.
So that's what you use in a situation where it won't shut it down. But you have to be mindful that you can potentially reverse an order. Like if you're pressing the button repeatedly on your NinjaTrader and
Yeah.
you get on there and you put in a flatten request, it's possible that it actually reverses your order, similar to like what we talked about when you spam the close button.
Yeah.
A similar situation can play out. It's never happened to me,
So tell me,
but
Taylor,
I know a
tell
lot of
me
people have
where
experienced that problem before.
I'm on Rhythmic right now. Where do I go to see if I have any open positions?
If you're on Rhythmic, you should see it under the positions tab on the left.
Okay. Positions. Okay. Will it be at the bottom or at the top?
Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
ever manage positions from Rhythmic.
It
Yeah,
looks like I don't
I've
have any
literally never
open
in my life
positions
managed
currently.
positions.
Just look at your account balance on Rhythmic and see if it's changing.
I don't see any of
Yeah,
my
there you
account
go.
balances changing.
Then it's probably closed.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to be on the safe side, you can always just get on Apex and click flatten all the positions just to make sure. But you want to make sure you're not pressing any close buttons or any other buttons on Ninja or on Rhythmic at the same time. It takes about, from my experience, it usually takes about 5 to 10 seconds once you do it on Apex, and then I see it take effect.
Okay. Okay, I just logged back into NinjaTrader and it has no open position showing. I don't know why. It was
Then you
lagged and it
should
was
be
showing
good.
that I was still in one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I was having an issue earlier with price not updating. It was about 15, 20 seconds behind. So I had to shut everything down and completely start over from scratch in order to get everything to be in sync again. I'm gonna have to go in and clear my cache again. I guess it's something's going on. I don't know if it's that or if it's just something with maybe my internet or the server. I don't know what it is. Apex hasn't put out any updates, so they must not be getting it. Help desk tickets about an outage, so it's probably not that. It's probably just some bullshit in the system.
That fucking pissed me off. At least it closed me in the green.
Waiting to see what's going to happen here. I think we could definitely push higher, but I really like to see a continuation to the downside now that we've had a little bit of a retracement up into this 5 minute gap. The 1 minute might have to dig into this gap one more time though, but I'd like to just see it break down from here and give us a run lower, personally. I mean, we do stand a chance running all the way back up to that 315, 317 area though, which is where the breaker structure 5 minute or the change of character 5 minute candle is. But I'd like to see us break down. We did just dig back up into that 1 minute gap. We do have an untouched 1 minute higher up around the 290, 250 area, 295. Well, let's see. This looks like it could potentially be our continuation if we can break down out of this and then get some follow through. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is this going to be that move down? Let's see. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. See if we can get a flush here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Flushing it down. Flushing it down. Oh, caught a little bit down here. I'm liking this breakdown. And then Scott just called out ES has some weakness compared to NQ. Did anybody see if ES broke prior lows there? Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. I just saw you the message. Yeah, I have I use the Nephew Sam breaker structure change of character. I use the Lux Algo fair value gap indicator. I have this little trading hours one that I have, which is more of like a kill zone indicator, but I use it to show me where the pre-market is versus the open market. I keep a 14 EMA on my chart just to kind of give me an idea when we might be chopping with a little bit of indecision. I like whenever we're trading away from the 14, it gives me, a little bit clearer direction. And then I have standard VWAP. Nothing too fancy. Straightforward. As far as this top one up here, that's the Expo Toolkit. The only thing I use from that is the breaker structure gap. So like you see on these charts, I have these blue gaps right here. It's just it's considered by the parameters set by this indicator, it considers these gaps a break of structure gap, which just gives me a little bit extra confidence in my mind that they might be stronger. That's all it is. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't even see a message. Man, we are getting some freaking pressure here. Well, no surprise though, like we said earlier, this was the 50 level on the hourly from the entire leg from yesterday's low, from Friday's low all the way up to the high we made this morning. This area that we just tapped into right here is our 50% retracement golden zone on the hourly. So we really could be good for potentially the new highs from this point. I would not be surprised at all to see us make a run for new highs now. And I mean like new highs, the highs from today and the high to break the highs from Friday's session, honestly. I think it's on the table. We're just going to have to wait and see. We definitely are good, I think, for the 315 area above us on the 5-minute. That's the change of character gap that was created. I think that price is going to want to get up there at least. That'll clear this breakdown candle on the 5-minute, this massive breakdown candle, and it'll get us into the change of character gap on the 5-minute. And it would also potentially make an effort to close or fill this 15-minute gap as well. So I think we're good for that 315 area above us at the very least. Even if it is going to ultimately come lower, I feel like we're going to get up there before doing anything. And we might even get up there and then be like putting gas on a fire. We might just take off for new highs once we hit that. We're going to see. Obviously, I'd like us to get up there first, but it is 9:01 Central, 10 Eastern. I am going to be logging off here in a second, guys. I do I have to go. I got Benzinga has that morning show every Monday, the Trader Bacon show with Gates Adams from Apex, and he has asked me to sit in with him and chat and talk about some stuff. So that's at 11 Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. So I am going to have to log off here in a second to jump on with him and do the pre-show BS, getting everything set up. But I will be back tomorrow morning at my normal time and for the remainder of the week.